Greetings, friends and foes, and welcome to Roll or Die.
Starting to play the game.
You guys did so good last week. I'm
you.
so proud of you.
Feels patronising.
It kind of does.
You guys busted in and destroyed Amir. So hey, the vengeance for your father figure.
Yes.
Complete.
Yes.
Speaking of your father figure, this is his hideout that you came to underneath the double huntsman that you guys decided to fucking burn down.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Good plan. It was the best plan available to us.
Yeah, I mean,
Was it?
we saved people in the process. We got people out there.
We think.
We fucked up some. Well, we
Did
think.
decide. I think it was.
Well, we
your
tried
idea to
saving
burn the
people.
house down.
It looked cool, and we fucked up the people that took control of it. So one way or another, I reckon like some restoration could happen. It's not the end of the double huntsman. I think.
for sure. And now you're about to completely rob Vander's private office
say
and
rob.
bedroom.
It's not like he's passed it down to me, and I'm just collecting.
I'm sure that I believe you when you say that that's how you feel.
And he'd have a giggle up in wherever he is, looking down at me saying that. So I think it's all right.
Totally. So you were about to start rifling through
Yeah.
a big bunch of papers and letters and things that were scattered across the writing desk and the bookshelves nearby. And notably, again, this room looks like it has definitely been ransacked already in a way. You know that Jangles and Amir, the twin blades, they had made this their hideout, and quite clearly they've gone through all the documents that Vander had scattered around, and you can see that there is a pile of documents that are still on the desk. Not necessarily in any particular order, but they've clearly been poured through to a great detail by whoever was in here. You think probably Amir, who was the last one within the room. So as people, Xavier's already said he's going to the desk and he's going to start looking through those documents. Everybody else, if you're in here and you're starting to look around, I'm going to get everybody to roll for me your choice of either you can do perception to, use your senses to just, see what's what and where in this room and see if anything jumps out at you in particular. Or Xavier, your appropriate role here might be investigation because you've already said that you're going through these letters, right?
Sully's not looking at anything. She's against this wall and she's like slid down the wall and she's just sitting with like her head in her hands, like.
18.
Do I still have poison on it?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but you're no longer under duress, right? So we can say that you can take the time. Actually, you know what? Because we can say you can actually take the time here, you're no longer under duress, you don't need to roll to look through those papers.
Right.
But the perception checks from people who were searching, Owen and Crash, were you guys perception checking?
18.
Nice.
I think I would have been more interested in how she's going, to be honest.
Perfect.
What?
First thing we will rule on here. With your 18 on perception,
Yes.
we're going to come back to you. We're going to say you take a good 10 minutes or so to go through the papers, right?
I'm through it all wherever.
Now,
Papers.
as you look around, you notice that, there's a lockbox or a chest that's next to the bed, but that looks like it's hanging open. And your eyes go across the room, there's some drying and rotting fruit on the table, like no longer good for eating or anything. And then you see the fireplace. From where you're standing on this side of the room, you look across and you've got a very, very plain view of both where Xavier is, starting to go through papers and such that are on that desk.
Yep.
And you look at the fireplace and you see that this brightly lit hearth that's roaring with a very warm and brightly lit fire. You look at what's fueling that fire and you see that there's a whole bunch of more documents and letters and scrolls that have been thrown into that fire. And a majority of those ones are in the active flames and are functionally destroyed right now. But because of the state they're in, you can tell that they were only very recently thrown into that fire. And, you might think that because Amir realised you guys were coming down and was going to deal with you, maybe there were a bunch of things that she wanted thrown in there to be destroyed before you could get down here. You notice that there appears to be maybe 2 or 3 letters that tumbled to the side of the hearth and are smouldering around the edges, somewhat fire marked, but not fully destroyed. There appears to be some you could rush in and try to salvage if you wished.
I would like to.
Totally.
As I'm running over, can I get my sword out and just scoop it out with my sword?
Yeah,
like
totally,
the point of my sword?
That's fine. You totally can. If you were going to do it with your hands, there might have been a dexterity thing to check in avoiding getting burned yourself. But using your sword is a good thought and totally fine. So you manage to pull those letters out and you stamp out the last embers from the edges of these things, and you begin to unfurl them or unfold them and begin to read them through. But as you're doing that, and as Xavier's going through the documentation on the desk, Sully is taking a moment and is... Would you say that you're showing signs of distress, or would you say that this is more frustration or something else entirely?
Something else entirely, probably.
Hey there. You doing okay?
I thought we were dead.
Yeah, that was a pretty close call, huh?
I didn't think we'd make it out.
We still haven't.
You always know what to say, Clark. Always.
You know, I keep thinking about that boy, Jacob. You know, I don't know where he is, and I don't even know if he's still alive. Is that blood on my hands?
I know you don't like me very much. And perhaps I've given you reason for that, but I don't think I have. But you might think I have. But, you know, I think some value I can offer you is to let me carry this one for you. And his blood can be on my hands.
I think if this truly is our fault, then I want to wear it. You know, I want to feel it. Because I don't want this to happen to other people.
Then we can feel it together.
Xavier, that conversation behind you probably escapes your notice entirely. As your focus is definitely upon the letters and the documents on that desk. And what jumps out at you firstly is that the majority of these things are not in Vander's handwriting. Right. So these notes and such kind of stand out to you as things that either Vander has picked up elsewhere or things that people have written to Vander. So as you begin to scroll through these sorts of things, firstly, there are a number of documents that, as you read through them, they make almost zero sense to you. Because without additional context, these things just seem to be mentions of things from the wider world, or referencing things or people that you are not familiar with at all. You see one note in particular that is very, very brief. Could have been tied around the leg of a pigeon or messenger raven. A single sentence saying that Salvador the Impaler was spotted amongst the forests of Valderan. You don't know who that is. You don't know where that is. Makes no sense to you. So you scroll through, you go to the next one, pick up a letter. Seems to be a report of someone that has written some kind of field intelligence report, and Van has got a hold of this, making comments saying that Cassius Galloway has summoned the forces of Cyric. They have obtained what they came for from our island and left. With the nights growing longer, it does not bode well as midwinter approaches. Yet another very short note. Undead have claimed dominion over the west. Can't be relevant to your island. There's no undead in Quadora, right? Another one, and this one, you know, there's a bunch of stuff in here that confuses you greatly. You have no idea what any of this is referring to, but the Grand Elder, capital T, capital G, capital E, the Grand Elder of the Silence, capital S, Silence, was reportedly assassinated by the Shadowbound, another title of things or people. And in retaliation, the Silence publicly sacrificed a great number of people in the streets, accusing them to be linked to those responsible. You never heard any of these groups. It makes reference to a town by the name of Halverton in that same note as well, and Halverton is not a town you've ever heard of. You see another short note that says there are rumours of armies uniting in the Underdark. then you see another one that really jumps out to you as something special, because there's a note that seems to be written in complete gibberish. The alphabet is in the common language, but all letters are in the wrong place. Like it might be some kind of code or cipher. But this is a note that at first glance, when you try to read it, you are not able to, because of the code that this thing is written in. But one special thing about that note that stands out to you is that at the end of it, you see a little tiny handwritten illustration of a flower that is almost the exact same copy of the symbol that is carried by Rain. And you have seen that symbol carved into her staff that she walks around with.
I knew I didn't like her for a reason.
You don't know any of
You
this.
don't know anything about it.
Now, of the letters that you pulled from the fireplace,
Yep.
Owen, the things that you've pulled out kind of seem to be somewhat, they're not in pristine condition anymore, having been partially burned. You see one note where there's only seems to be 3 words remaining that you can read. Doppelganger, Ravenhide, Massacre. Another one makes comments of Queen Milstra Val, Victory, King's forces slaughtered. And then one last saying, just 2 words that can be made out, Falador, Rebellion. So again, much of this makes very little sense to any of you, right? Because you guys don't
I
have
know
the
what
wider
you're talking
context of things. But in the reading of these things, Xavier and Owen, you kind of begin to get a sense that Vander, who ran this office, and he really seems to have had a line in on many of the various things happening in the wider world, including, maybe even especially, stuff happening in the continent to the north of Cardoon. As you continue to pour through the documents on that desk, one kind of jumps out to you, as there's a lot of very strange but somewhat familiar illustrations on it.
A little treat.
It's like a reward.
This is what Olela, the coolest thing in the world now.
Which note's this? This is the...
This is a rolled up scroll that I haven't narrated yet or described yet.
Oh my god.
That looks dope from this side.
It's just fairy porn. What the fuck's going on? No, this looks sick. Okay,
Now I'm going to get you to roll a religion check for me, please, Xavier.
Not after that comment.
Is that your
I haven't even seen
religion. What are we gonna...
name? You should probably look at it.
it. Yeah, can I have a little sauce of this?
15. Wait.
You recognize that all these symbols are symbols of various gods and deities in the pantheon of the wider world. And you recognize that in the fact that these symbols are all set out in a circle, it stands out to you as a particular pantheon of deities referred or known as the Circle of the Greater Powers. And then you see a bunch of other words and lines and things that are scattered across that document as well.
You guys should probably have a look at this.
As you all look at it,
So, take it as you will.
Crash, there's probably a word there that kind of jumps out at you quite clearly.
Yeah. Seen that. So I say it's this point.
Yes.
That's my family name.
Right. Which one?
Solo.
Silo.
Written over the
says
symbol of
Eliana.
Vander.
And it's been
No, her name was.
it's been crossed out with an X. Right.
I'm assuming that that has something to do with the attack back on Sarah Lee a little while
Makes
ago.
sense.
They my old man was burned alive that night.
When it all ended. All
I
right.
guess they thought that his line ended there, but I managed to escape.
Okay. Right. And you know anything about any other
Roll a religion check for me, Crash.
Many either missing or dead.
11. Yeah, Silo.
You certainly recognise most of the images of the various gods on that document. Almost all of the major gods or deities have been represented here. Obviously, there's the one of Lathander. You see one of Shah. You see Kalimvor, Tyr, Talos. All these sorts of various gods have been represented here. But with an 11, you don't know the significance of what this circle is.
3 of them are missing. Because
I guess whoever is doing this wants to wipe out the champions of these chosen deities. I mean, the nameless king in the middle.
Perhaps this information will be helpful for Rain and her group.
maybe.
Xavier, as you have removed that scroll, it opens or it clears one little area of the desk, now empty of clutter. And that catches your eye because there's a small glowing green mark there on that part of the desk. You know, it's like a little pulsing green light. Right. And as you look down, you see it looks like an indentation into the desk that appears to be a similar shape to the diamond that is on your magic X-ray vision ring.
Right.
And as you look down, you double check your ring to see if your assumption is correct, and you see that your ring is now also glowing in time and pulsing in time with that indentation on the desk, leading you to think that, you know, that must be some kind of locking mechanism or something.
Right. I'll just get my fist and put the ring up to it and just kind of
Done.
touch it onto it.
So you hear a clicking and a drawer from within the desk opens. That reveals these.
It's a letter from your daddy.
My daddy.
Your daddy.
Oh, it's with my. Oh, it's got my initials on it. Look at that.
I'm already sad. It's gonna be sad.
Oh no.
I had to read a sad letter.
You
It's your
did.
turn.
Oh no. Oh, and there's a.
The large one is definitely the one that catches your eye first.
Right. Okay.
And the other one kind of tumbles out as if it was stowed in there as an afterthought.
Right. How do I want to do this? X, if you're reading this, that means I'm dead. And if I'm dead, that means I got things to tell you. I promised your mother I'd keep this shit secret, but if I'm dead, she won't be able to catch me to box my ears, will she? Hell of a woman, your mom. When I was younger and opened the Double Huntsman, she was the first person to come work for me. As beautiful, strong, and charming as she was brilliant in keeping the crowd spending their money. You're a lot like her in that way. Pity she was young and naive and fell in love with the wrong man. When she realized she was with child, he'd already abandoned her for his duty. Some bullshit about a family oath. She wanted to keep you a secret, so he did. Hey, yo. Until she left the island and went back to Khardun. That took me by surprise, especially how she left you there. But she had found that living here had become hard. And Khardun is no place to raise a child, I suppose. But as you ain't a kid no more, I reckon you deserve to hold the world accountable for answers. So here's the first one I can give you. If you want to ever find your mother, she's out there, somewhere. And there's a solid chance that she's still alive. Her name is Lyaria Silverthane. Write that down. Elvish woman from the north of Khardun. Don't know much more than that. She always kept the rest to herself. I've made a living in a business out of looking after myself and looking after my gold second. But helping you grow up is one of the few things I don't regret. I'm actually getting teary eyes, goddamn. And one of the fewer things I'm actually proud of. I'm proud of you, too. Go walk in the shit and grime of the world and give stories to sing as you back here at the Double Huntsman would. Quadora can't contain you for much longer. Your ego is too damn big. Be a better man than I. V. Dang.
Is he reading it out loud?
Did he read
Are
that?
you reading that out
Did you
loud?
read
Like,
that out
like,
loud?
like, okay,
No.
okay.
No?
Okay.
I'll be like tears swelling my eyes a little bit.
Guidance.
So you're like, so he sits there and he's like, oh, okay, yeah. Then he put the letter down on the desk.
Yeah. So I found out my mother, who I didn't know,
You'll see Xavier reading the letter and go, oh, okay, and puts that down.
Lyrea Silverthane. Okay, right. How should I read this? V. It fills me with much regret to leave like this without saying goodbye. I cannot remain here on this island any longer. I must return home. I leave Xavier in your care. He is too young, and I cannot take him with me. Though I beg you, please do not tell him of his father. They may share blood, but my son owes him nothing. Likewise, please tell him that I am dead. I do not wish for him to grow old living with false hope that we may see each other once more. You have shown me more kindness than you had any right to. I will remember my time in your employment ever so fondly. You are a tough and harsh man, but also incredibly kind. It is a great pleasure to have known you and call you my friend. Take care. This is farewell. L. Okay, so that was a letter to Vander from my mother as she was leaving. Right. So I'll be standing there for a second, and turn around.
What is it?
You alright, old boy?
You okay?
Yeah, just letters left behind by the old man. Hey,
Anything of significance?
yeah,
He calls you
Lyria Silverthane. Does that mean anything to anyone?
Say it again.
Lyria Silverthane, elvish woman from the north of Cardoon.
What about her?
Well, apparently she was my mother. And which yeah.
I'm going to let someone else handle that one.
You know, about these letters that I was given. I have one from my father to someone called Lyrea.
Right. And with Silverthane?
It doesn't say last name, but what does yours say? Who was she,
Well, she was...
other than your mother?
Yeah, right. A worker for Vander here at the Double Huntsman, which is now rubble for the most part. Nothing really mentioned about my father, but she was an elvish woman from the north of Cardoon. Apparently not more than that is written down in these.
Who was she to you?
She was the woman my father loved.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute. Right. Your father loved. Right.
But he ended up choosing duty over love.
Did he now?
I feel like Ellie's like in between them, just like looking back and forth.
So wait, say that one more time for me.
Lyrea
Yes. Was your father's lover?
I don't know that much, but they loved each other. I would not like to talk about my father in that way, but they were close until my father...
Abandoned her. for
Abandoned
his
isn't
duty.
the right word.
Well,
Chose duty over her.
yeah, well, that's not what Vander decided to say here. When she realized she was with child, he'd already abandoned her for his duty.
So
Bullshit
he didn't
about
know.
a family oath.
You're assuming he didn't know.
Right. So does...
But we'll never know
Okay.
since he died recently.
Right, so are you... what you're
That's-
telling me, that would... Right, so...
mean we're
related.
brothers.
Brothers.
Well, we're all brothers, really.
No, Christ, but
in a much
literally,
more
this
real
is...
way.
In a... Yeah,
In
right.
a much more real way.
In a
you
blood way, we are brothers.
Blood brothers.
blood brothers
Right,
by blood.
okay.
My father.
You guys have the same father? You're brothers!
This has been established.
You're brothers!
We said that.
What we're talking about,
Oh,
Christ.
I'm
Blood brothers.
I'm caught up.
Is there perhaps a way we can, like, you know, is there some sort of test we could do? A
Ancestry.com.
swab, for
Oh,
instance.
they're brothers!
We don't know that.
They're brothers!
How can we be assured that this is true? How do we know this isn't
He's,
lost in translation?
I feel like it's pretty clear. give it back, but here are the letters from
Well,
my father to your
Well, while you're
mother.
at it then, see what you can make of that.
I've got it. I've got it. Both of you. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 10. All right? You tell me the number.
Is this really necessary?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Okay, right.
Owen, tell me your number.
5.
You have the same number! Brothers!
That is uncanny.
That's not how.
No, I'm pretty sure that's how that
I
works.
shouldn't have played into your game. That's
I'm
not how.
pretty sure that's how that works.
God damn it, what are you trying to do here?
Brothers.
I think we'll have to ask Lyra.
So my mother might still be alive and she has the answers to this.
Do you care to find answers? It doesn't make
Well-
much difference to you.
I don't know. I mean, it's really all I got left now,
Well,
don't I?
sleep on it.
Of course, you have each other.
Yeah, but blood
Family.
family's different. I mean,
Well, should we sleep on it?
This
I'm
seems like
very
something that is
tired.
not pressing.
This is actually a good point.
we
were...
should go find Rain.
What?
Oh,
How do we get out of
sleep
here?
first, please.
I mean, I'm assuming we're probably surrounded from above right now.
Well, they're probably burned to death to a crisp. I'd say we need to regain
Well,
some.
we'll have another exit. I assume.
No, that was the only way out, wasn't it?
Yeah. This is largely a dead end down here.
Oh no.
I
Going back
think
up
we
through the
sleep.
tavern is the only way out.
And we regain our, stamina,
right.
and then we go up, and the brothers can share the bed, top to tail.
Brothers, stop using that word.
Do you mind if I hold on to this?
For a little bit.
All right.
For tonight.
Oh,
Typical
allow
brothers.
This is going to
This is the
get
worst
me
day of my
through.
life.
You have to make fun of it.
Okay. Thank you for that, Crash. Let's, we need to get out of here and I'll deal with this later.
No, let's sleep, please.
I think rest is probably the best option.
Yeah, right here, underneath the, in the den of our enemies.
No one's going to come in here. They probably think we're dead in here, really.
I could take first watch.
All right, if that's something you want to do.
I feel like these two sleep across.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far away from
I'm
one
not
another as
making
they
any eye
possibly can.
contact with Xavier at all.
Does everybody just kind of immediately drop their stuff and rest, or does anybody make any checks around the area or the entrance from upstairs or anything like that?
Wait, what was that kid's name?
Oh,
Jacob. Yes.
And we don't know if he's dead yet.
I'm gonna look for Jacob down
forgot
here.
about Jacob.
Shit, I just
I'll aid you.
I'm gonna go and do that to keep my mind at ease, I guess. Yeah.
You find Jacob
Oh shit.
sleeping off the effects of
He's
a
alive.
significant dose of poison in the room at the far corner from you over
He's
that
alive.
way.
Oh, hell.
Holy shit.
He was stuck with the stinger and poisoned and made unconscious, but had not been finished off.
Spare the dying.
Not dead.
I think you have to
I
knife
feel
him
like
now.
Crash and I make eye contact when we realize that he's not dead.
He's over here.
But sleeping and unconscious and very much worse for wear, but alive.
Oh, thank God.
Right.
I'm going to pick him up and take him into our kind of quarters. Maybe we can get a fire going
him
and put him
the
next
big
to
bed.
it.
Over the campfire, yeah.
Yeah.
Any other preparations or actions done
I
before?
wouldn't mind trying to bar doorways and try and block up.
I want to see if there's anything else left behind that the twins haven't searched for or anything like that.
Gotcha. It is by and large now completely looted and ransacked out.
Right.
Which doors are you looking to bar?
This one, this main one, and then I guess also this one over here will be the main two.
Once we're in?
Hey,
Once we're in?
once we're in.
Is there anything down here, or is that a dead end?
Dead end.
Okay.
First watch.
I'll take first watch.
Perception check, please.
16.
Lovely. Voices from upstairs,
Okay.
carrying conversation. It does not sound like yelling or, someone, calling out orders or anything like that, but it appears to be a conversation being had between two people upstairs. With a 16 from inside the room that you closed up, you wouldn't be able to get much more than just the presence of voices.
They don't sound aggressive.
You can't really tell.
They're having a conversation.
From inside the...
You know, I wouldn't mind closing up their door, especially if this is all a dead end. I wouldn't mind my post kind of being around here. So once this is blocked up, I don't want to go and unblock it. But maybe if I could like press my ear up to the wall.
Yeah, perfect. So then approaching and sticking with the 16 that you had before, one of the voices you recognise now, you've heard it enough, Rain, is one half of the conversation upstairs.
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
Oh, shit.
What's she saying? Is she being...
You're asleep.
I know, but like, I'm still not
16
sure that Rain is on our side. Yeah.
16's not enough to hear the finer points of the conversation through the door.
Right.
But yeah, she's going back and forth with someone upstairs.
I might go in, back to the room, and I might wake up Sully, I think. Hey.
What is it?
Promise me you won't do anything rash.
You know I can't promise you that, Crash.
I'm trusting you here.
Yes.
I think Rain's upstairs.
Right. Well, good thing she's not dead, I suppose. You want to go check it out?
I'm curious.
Let's go.
I also might wake up you and just tell you we're going upstairs because we think Rain's up. Just keep an eye over these guys.
If you're not back in 5 minutes, or what if one of you isn't back in 5 minutes to give a report?
Wake the others up.
I'll be up.
Cool.
You guys head on up. Are you guys looking to sneak up there, or are you guys?
Yeah. I'm keen to keep it a lower profile.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll let
Stealth check from
Crash
you.
go first.
Stealth check from you with your armor. What kind of
Medium.
armor is that?
Medium.
Yeah, but it's like something like chainmail or anything that gives you disadvantage.
It's half plate. I don't think I do.
I don't think half plate gives you disadvantage.
I don't think I do either.
Oh, natural 20.
Right.
Oh,
I
Got
am
it.
swift as an eagle.
Still not great. 8.
All right.
But I got a nat.
You
20.
did get an 20.
You said Crash was going first, yeah?
Yeah, I did say Crash.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you do make enough noise going into that room with the ladder that the voices stop in response and, wait for you to surface. And your head comes over floor level so you can see who's in there. Firstly, you see Rain. And most of the place is burned out and, are largely ramshackles, but there are a couple of tables and chairs that did survive. Functionally, if not necessarily looking too good. And Rain is sat at one of those chairs, at one of these tables, her staff kind of leaning up against her shoulder and whatnot. She's looking down at the table in front of her, looking somewhat disgruntled or perhaps disconcerted, like she's just had to swallow a very inconvenient truth or something, right? And then standing next to her, leaning very casually up against the table and almost standing overbearingly over her, is a very handsome tiefling man.
This motherfucker.
I love a handsome man.
Baritax standing by the table that Rain is sitting at. If I was sitting where Rain was sitting, he would be leaning up against this corner of the desk right here, standing over me, being charmingly overbearing and smiling a smile of smug contentment, right?
Look what the cat dragged in.
And
I just want to say,
Very
I
good.
rolled a nat 20 stealth. I don't want Barry to know that I'm here.
yeah, so you can stay below
Yeah.
the floor
Yeah,
level
yeah,
and
yeah,
prevent yourself from being
Yeah.
seen, sure.
10 out of 10.
As your head comes up, both Rain and Baritax are watching because they heard you coming, so they're making eye contact immediately. And you make the comment, look what the cat dragged in. And Baritax smiles, a wide, amused smile as he looks over. And you're still, looking beat up and in combat because you haven't successfully fully won the rest of you, right? So he looks over and he smiles condescendingly and he's like, "Why, hello, Mr. Silo. I hope you aren't too exhausted from having been doing my bidding all day.
I'm doing okay, Devil.
Why don't you come up and join us? My friend, my feline friend here, certainly has a few things to tell you. Come, join us."
I'm going to go forward. I guess I'm going to give one kind of last, just quick glance at Sully and then go up and join.
So he pulls out another ruined chair and sets it down for you, opposite where Rain's sitting. But
I stand.
and he gestures for you to sit.
I stand.
He kind of shrugs and he says, "Fair enough." And he goes, "So tell me, how did it go? I'm assuming that from that gruesome sight I've seen outside, clearly at least half of the twin blades are gone. But are you a man that tends to see things through to completion, Mr. Silo?"
Consider my end of the deal struck, devil. Now tell me, are you lawfully evil folk, as true to your word as the tales say?
You refer to me as evil. Oh, that's interesting. Are you of the notion that I am a devil? Not very cosmopolitan of you. Maybe one day I'll give you a small education on the hereditary beginnings of races such as Tieflings and Azimar.
Do you have something for me?
I certainly do. Have you any proof? I've seen that the Birdman is deceased. Any proof of the foul drow going down?
I've still got the sword, which I picked up from him. It's just a normal sword now, huh?
The handguard and the hilt of the sword and whatnot, would definitely be nice and ornate enough to be recognisable as Amir's personal sidearm for sure.
Throw it at his feet.
Wonderful. And then he kicks it aside with disdain. Admirable performance, sir. Indeed. Tell me, do you like boats?
Do I like boats?
Yes.
I like the air. I like to fly. I don't mind land. Water isn't necessarily my thing.
I imagine soaring through the skies would be a wonderful experience indeed. Consider me jealous, sir. You won't be able to fly to your sister, though. Unless you can fly for leagues and leagues and leagues.
She's not on this island?
No, sir, she's not.
She's on Quadora?
No, she's not on Quadora. You're not really keeping up here, are you, young man?
She's in Cardoon. Sorry, that's what Crash said because he grew up here in Terra.
Oh dear, the schooling in Terra has left something to be desired. But Terra Silo has been captured. She has been taken by a man, or not even a man, it's Satyr really, by the name of Cassius Galloway. Leader of the cult of the Dark Sun. They are worshippers of Cyric. And it pleases me to inform you, you may not have already been aware of this, but they are the ones that were behind the assault on your household in the beginning.
Cyric.
The cult of the Dark Sun, Cyric worshippers indeed. They have a plan to sacrifice your sister at midwinter.
Do we know how long midwinter is?
It is several months away.
Okay.
And he goes on to explain, when Shurunkar came to this island, there were those that begged an opportunity. External contractors, some may say. There were those who begged for an opportunity to be given passage to this island. The deal they made with them was that while Shurunkar and his generals made his preparations to take on the island at large, they would be permitted to travel towards Serali with the intention of capturing the Sword of Lathander, so long as they wiped out the forces from Serali that could have interfered with Shurunkar's plans. Apparently they did a very fine job.
Apparently. But as you can see, I am still very much here.
Well, yes, and that's the ticket, really, because you see, your sister told them that she was the Sword of Lathander.
Shit.
She knew she wasn't. She knew that that hereditary blessing had passed to another, but her love for her dear little brother was too great, and she decided that she would take the road of deception. She managed to trick them into thinking they had the right one. So they bound her in chains back on the boat. They reported their fine work to Shurunkar, and with a pat on the back, he allowed them to take leave of the island and return to the continent. So your sister, captive of the cult of the Dark Sun, scheduled to be sacrificed on an altar or an effigy or however these.
Yes,
silly
yes. At
people do it.
midwinter, you said.
Yes, yes, yes. So
Do you have you seen her recently, or do you know of
I
her?
did see her on the boats just before they were given passage to leave.
And her morale.
She didn't look like she was in the best of moods, I'll admit. My attention was elsewhere at the time.
So how do I find her?
Get to the continent. Find the coldest place where the midwinter nights would be the longest. And good luck, I suppose. I'd probably say that 5 minutes has gone by.
Can I have done stuff?
Totally.
Okay. I have message. I can do it through walls as long as I know the target and where he is.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'm going to message you and it's going to be like, Baritax is upstairs. Get Xavier quietly. Come here, I have a plan.
Okay. Yeah.
Does message allow a response?
It does.
25 words.
If you'd like to respond, you can respond.
On it. Yes.
Okay. So then, are we all gathered?
Would you say that
Actually,
you
I'm-
sent that at the start
Oh,
of
yeah,
that
yeah,
conversation?
yeah. Yeah,
cool.
100%.
So yeah, you can gather, by the time it reaches that part of the conversation with Crash, you guys could easily have gathered, including Xavier.
I feel like we're here. I don't want to be right there because I just want to be huddled. I'm going to huddle. We're going to huddle. We're going to
Far enough away to not trigger a stealth check.
Yeah, exactly
Yeah.
that. I'm going to huddle and I'm going to be like,
I say, wait.
I know we haven't gotten onto the tavern map yet.
is that Baritax?
He's so
Has
handsome.
he had a mini before?
He's so cool. The brick wall behind him is a nice
Nah, he's
touch.
not cool.
No, he.
Oh yeah, he's hella cool.
I'm going to be like to you,
So cool.
how many flowers do you have?
What are you?
It's a simple question. I don't have much
I have a
time.
bunch.
You got a bundle of like 10 flowers or so.
Yeah, about 10.
All right, give me a flower.
Flower.
Trust me. Give me this time you need to trust me.
Don't fuck this up.
I promise you, I will fuck this up.
Okay. I give her a flower.
I want to eat all the petals. Well, not. I just want to have them. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna.
Did you run out of rations or something?
I'm just gonna like make them all in my mouth. I'm just gonna hold them in my mouth and just like
All
chew
the
on them.
petals.
You know, all, not
one
all of,
flower.
of one flower.
Wait, so one petal or one
No,
flower?
no.
I mean,
Chew
I don't
on
know
the
where you're going
flower.
with this yet, but we'll
Chew on
play
the
it out.
I just see her eat one of my flowers and I'm like, ooh.
Xavier and I share a look because he.
I'm like,
And then I just
Alright.
wait, and then I go back and listen and just sort of like wait for a
crazy lady.
maybe a little break so that I can.
Yep.
All right.
So anyway.
he turns back to you and he says, "There is one thing though that's really going to, put a bit. It's kind of blocking your ability to do anything about, dear sister. Poor old Shurunkar. He's still out there, floating on his little dinghy and waiting for someone or something to make the decision whether he stays or if he returns to the continent and shares the news with the nameless king and will effectively ruin all of your days. So it would appear to me that if you want to be able to do anything about going overseas to rescue dear sister, then you're going to need to deal with Shurunkar."
Did I hear the name Shurunkar? My head just comes up out of the.
"Ah, Miss Sullivan,
Hello, darling.
a sight for sore eyes."
I'll come up and walk out.
He leans forward and he looks as if he wants to embrace you.
Did you miss me?
You were indeed the least intolerable of all of my subordinates, indeed.
So we're like embraced. I'm gonna kiss him
He'll kiss you back.
on my mouth.
on the lips.
I mean, with him, it's more of it's on the cheek thing, like
No.
a
I'm gonna
gentlemanly.
kiss him on the mouth.
He's taken by surprise by it. Does he recoil, or is he like? He does attempt to like lean back and recoil. He goes
I'm gonna
like,
grab the
"Miss
back of his
Sullivan."
head and like just full.
Okay, so he's shocked.
Yep.
D&D is really cool.
Yeah.
So the kiss happens.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just
With
gonna,
tongue.
Yeah, with tongue.
Right. With
French.
I mean,
French, yeah.
Saliva
it's
sopping.
not.
Yeah.
You know, I'm assuming that the flowers have something to do with the
Correct.
attempt you're making here, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
I would hope so.
Is now a good time to tell me what you're?
I just wanted
like,
to poison him. I
Yeah,
don't want him to be
with the
poisoned.
kiss and the saliva and the...
poison.
I thought the flowers
The
were
flowers are the antidote to the poison.
No, I thought the flowers were also the poison.
No.
But then what was the, then what's the poison?
I was with her.
What's
I
the
was on her
poison?
page.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
thought that's... What?
But no, I'm sorry. Your wife and child died because they touched the flowers.
No, they were killed.
I thought they ate the flowers.
Wait, but something was going on with poison that you really kill him.
when
if you would,
but when we were at
talking-
your house, you were like, you didn't touch the flowers, did you?
Yeah, because they're my special flowers. They have a lot of
God.
they have
Oh,
so
God.
much.
Time.
They have so much sentimental because my wife made
It's
them for my
happening.
daughter,
Alright, it's
and
happening.
they both died.
What was the poison thing that where they would die within 2
See,
weeks?
we both thought that
No,
that
the
Yeah.
poison
flowers
kills
were
you in 2
poison.
weeks.
Yeah, but
This
what
was
is the
the
poison?
antidote.
So to give you guys a quick recap, Rain came to the island to track down Shurunkar, and she administered a poison that was successful. And the only things that could be done about this poison were either A, getting an antidote made by Rain, with
Yeah, with
the
the
petals of the flowers being the only relevant
I thought
ingredient.
the guy was a poison.
I'm
mean,
not taking it back. It
We're
happened.
not rewinding.
No, we
are
are
not
no,
rewinding.
no.
This is the thing that
Sully in
happened.
game thought that the flowers were the poison. And
So after
yeah.
the kiss,
Yeah. And I was going to be like, always wanted to do that.
like
And then,
Baritax just kind of reels backwards,
yeah.
and he's just like, Miss Sullivan,
It's got like mush and shit in their mouth.
Oh, yeah.
a little proprietary, please.
Well, you're not my
Little bit
boss
of-
anymore, so.
Culture, come on now.
HR can't get me down.
He looks back at Rain, and Rain's just like, I like that what the fuck cat
Yeah,
look.
yeah, so is Crash.
Yeah,
so
Crash
is
is like-
Crash.
So I'm like,
Can I roll it? Can I try and see what she
Roll
was?
an insight. Yeah, roll insight, Crash.
Thank you.
This might be the moment Crash realizes she was on his side all along.
yeah.
Betrayal.
Oh no.
Oh,
He's got good insight.
22.
Gotcha. No, you can see Sully's face afterwards. Sully's just like, oh fuck, it didn't work. So you know that she was going for something that hasn't quite, panned out. And yeah, Baritax is like, Miss Sullivan, a little decorum here, please.
Sorry, I just always wanted to do that.
Apologies to our audience. Oh goodness, please collect yourself, take a seat.
Reese and I aren't out yet, are we? We're still hidden.
Yeah, you have no idea what Baritax is verbally responding to.
I can't believe that
Was that
happened.
the poison flowers? What the hell was that? Was that the
There's the antidote flowers. We're just down here.
the antidote.
Was she poisoned? Was she poisoned this whole time?
Is she gonna kiss? Oh, she's gonna actually. Oh my god.
Why was she kissing? Is
Oh
he
my!
sick?
I think she was trying to kill him with the kiss, but the kiss, the
What
flower
kiss?
was the antidote.
Well, you certainly know how to make a room. Yes, Sully.
Your time will come, Crash.
Rain kind of looks a bit more closely at you, and because you've got chewed up flower petals. And then there's that moment of, she doesn't have glasses, but she's got that Rain has that moment of,
Don't say anything.
now that the pleasure is dealt with, I suppose, back to business. I believe you're all going to go and kill Shurunkar for me now. Wonderful, fantastic.
Not for you.
Why would we do that for you, Devil?
Oh, because a deal was made.
The deal was made and the deal was completed.
Oh, no, not our deal. And he looks down at Rain. And Rain looks up at the two of you, and she just kind of...
What have you done, Rain?
Listen. There was... Sometimes... the enemy of our enemy can be a useful tool, my friends. And Baritax intercepted us on my way to guide the civilians to safety, to the sewers. He allowed them to pass. The civilians all escaped safely with their lives. Baritax sent away the militiamen that returned to the Double Huntsman. And Baritax and I, as we sat here, your former employer has put a proposition towards me that I could not in good conscience pass by.
What have you done, Rain?
I am bound by the promise of confidentiality here. I cannot tell you the exact terms of what Baritax and I have agreed to. But I have committed to, at the very least, a short-term working relationship with this man. Baritax smiles, like, even wider as she says it. And he's watching the two of you very, very keenly to see your reactions.
Well, at least just me. Can I be kind of like
The two of you can totally
listening
hear.
in? We're like listening into it. Alright, cool.
I will be leaving here with Baritax. There are things that he and I must iron out. And it is of great import, I think, to you, Mr. Silo. Understanding the desperation you must feel to save your sister. And going through Shurunkar is the only next logical step for you. I am afraid that it is not likely I'll be able to be there to assist you with this. But I would really like it, and I would be grateful if you could trust me on this.
This is no easy feat.
I understand, and I agree.
And you can't give us any clue as to what you have signed us yourself in for, but what you're asking of us. You can't give us any reason or any history as to what is transactioned.
No, she can't, Mr. Silo, for you see, one thing that Rain has assured me of is that she's told you that there are those out there that resist the Nameless King. She may be of the opinion that she is part of a very small group of individuals that are fighting this fight alone. And the furthest that I will allow this conversation to go is to inform you that I have just given her the good news. They are not necessarily alone.
While Crash was talking,
You're just waiting for him to fall over from the
yeah, I'm so giddy. I think he's poisoned. I think we're good. I can whisper something to. I can send a message basically to Rain, with it, and only she will hear, and she can reply. So while Crash is talking, and I think Barry's eyes are on Crash, I'm going to send a message to Rain, and say, I'm just going to say, how can we help you? What's the game?
Don't piss him off. I need him on my side. Downstairs, that sending stone that you looted from the body of Amir begins to vibrate and chime from upstairs. The others hear that. Rain and Baritax's heads snap to the open trapdoor as they hear the chiming of the sending stone. Do you answer the call?
Oh shit. And am I aware that I've just, like, the conversation maybe stops, like people are aware of this?
This thing's doing the thing. It's vibrating. What do I do? I'm a bit out of my depth right now. I'm a bit out of my league.
Baritax and Rain are kind of too stunned to answer immediately. So you might need to make this decision on your own.
Dun, 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 dun,
I'm just gonna go around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go around awkward, like, okay, and walk around the corner so like not everyone's in view, and just answer it like.
You and you roll perception for me, please.
My perception's obviously shit because 9.
Crash, I think you can hear this. Sully, you can't quite make out what's going on.
Sully's talking
I'm
mentally too.
around the corner,
Oh, this is point
Oh,
blank for
wait,
you.
are
Pretty
you
much.
jumping out? You're coming up with me?
Yeah, I'm up with you, but like not visible.
Again, the way these sending stones work, because we've had one or two instances of sending stone use with Sully, is that it's like a little hologram of the person on the other end is displayed for you to see, right? And the figure that when you answer the sending stone correspondence, the figure that you see pop out in front of you is one that you remember very well. It's an oppressively large half dragon with a wingspan that almost fills that entire large square block of that area.
Right.
Does he look sick?
He does kind of look a bit sick.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
You know, like a bit green around the
have to
gills,
admit.
bloodshot eyes.
That's going to be
A
Baritax.
foul mood on his face that you can easily tell.
Right.
And the minute that that you answer the sending stone call, he begins to speak immediately, right? And he's like, "Amira, where it you?
How you going, you
Where is my
bastard?
assassin?"
Where's your assassin? I don't know. Probably.
He hangs up the call.
Piece of shit. That was funny.
Upstairs, Baritax is now the one to go. Because
Everyone's got a pair of glasses that they slowly take off.
Because he could hear and Crash, you could hear the voice from down. You don't recognise the voice, but Baritax could hear it. You just heard this graveling, booming, loud voice from downstairs, and Baritax looks across at the two of you and says, "Well, that's really not a good turn up for the books. I'll be honest. I believe I know what's about to happen." His sending stone begins to vibrate and begins to chime.
You're vibrating.
Well, yes, I mean, can you blame me after that? Oh, you mean this?
You're a horny devil.
And if I was you, this would be a time for you all to keep silent, please. And he steps off into a corner of the tavern where he's facing away. He's facing towards you so that when he activates, whoever's on the other end of it will see him in a corner and not be able to see who else is there, right? So he activates it, and what you guys see is the back of a massive half dragon appear in this tavern space, and he's huge. He'd be at least like 8-10 feet tall. The massive black leathery wingspan of black dragon wings. He almost fills the tavern space with his oppressive presence. But just before he answers this sending stone transmission, Baritax's demeanor changes noticeably. It's not the arrogant, smug demeanor that you guys are used to, but he straightens up a little bit, gets the slouch out, wipes the smirk off his face for a moment. A business-like demeanor appears, and he answers the call. "Good to hear from you, my lord. Where is Amir? Why does that bard trash have her sending stone?" "Begging your pardon, Lord Shurunkar. Let me appraise you of what..." "Tell me this. What have you done?" "Serafel, dead. Jangles, missing. Amir, no longer answering the sending stone, so I assume she's dead as well. What are you doing? Pathetic Spymaster! Where's the druid?" "Good news on that front, Lord Shurunkar. I'm coming to the island. Enough is enough. This island's final day is here. Everybody dies. No longer will I hold back, waiting for your machinations. 1 day, Lord." "What?" "Sir, the druid is in my sights. I'm about to have her in my custody. If you meet me noon tomorrow, I commit to you, on my word, as another devoted servant of the Nameless King, I would deliver that druid to you. Noon tomorrow, at the docks. No more delays. Lord Shurunkar, I promise. And then we will be able to commit to our lords and masters, especially that of the Nameless King, that we have followed his orders to the letter. You'll have your cure, and then we can take the remaining steps on this island as our master intended. Shurunkar pauses for a moment, and you can see he's sitting there seething, right? Noon tomorrow, or your head will decorate the prow of my ship, along with the others. And then the call hangs up.
Sully is tickled pink. She loves that Baritax just got his ass handed to him by Shurunkar.
So Baritax takes a moment, he composes himself, the smugness returns, and he turns back and he goes, I've just bought you a day.
Sounds like you've bought yourself a day. If we don't do exactly what you want.
It did sound like that, didn't it, Crash?
I mean, if Shurunkar willed it, then he'd be able to snuff me out with a click of his fingers, no doubt. I know where I stand on the hierarchy of power around here. Why do you think I play the games I play? So that I can win them.
You might know where you stand, but I know where your head will be tomorrow if we don't help you.
Well,
So let's make a deal, Baritax. Let's make a deal.
no, that's okay. I've made the deal that I want to make. Milady Rain, if you will. The Rain stands. She turns to the two of you. Please. This is about the world. It is now about more than just this island, more than just about your sister, more than just about my people. This is the first time that I've really felt like there might be a real chance to purge the evil from Cardoon. I will try to be there to help you at noon tomorrow. But please, do not let Shurunkar demolish this island.
Where are your resistance? If ever there was a time to call the banners, it would be now. It would be tomorrow at noon, no?
My people would not be able to sail here in less than a day. The continent is too far. You are the heroes this island needs in this dark hour.
What about you, Baritax? Are you joining the fight?
If there's one thing that you can trust, my dear, it's the fact that I'll never break one of my promises. Well, shall we go, Rain? And you see immediately dodges answering that final question.
Can I get an idea of who, like, the promise he's alluding to? Is it to Rain or is it to Shurunkar?
You're rolling insight. If this is a thing that Sully wanted to puzzle out as well, Sully
I
could
do.
also roll an insight.
Can I make one from distance?
Yeah,
Because I
man.
can only hear
Maybe
him.
there was a time
Yeah,
for
you
a
could.
20.
I got a dirty 20,
go.
but he got an at 20.
Hell yeah, alright. So the two of you get a similar sense from Baritax. And it kind of bleeds over into what you're getting from Rain here as well, right? Baritax is bubbling over with excitement. There is an exuberance to him right now. You know, you pick up on the exuberance, Crash, but you notice that this exuberance is something you've never seen in him before, as if he's just been told the winning numbers to a local sweepstakes. You know what I mean? You also know that the one thing the Baritax wants to do is keep climbing this world. And there was a big, massive blockage or roadblock in the way for his next progression, and that was Shurunkar. And he's sitting here talking about the fact that, hey, you guys are going to be able to kill Shurunkar. Fuck yeah, right? When it comes to Nameless King, man, he's telling you, me and Rain, we're going to work some shit out. And, there's going to be some pretty fantastic stuff happening there, right? That's the vibe you're getting from him. And he's genuinely excited about the potential in whatever he's going to be working on with Rain, right? And then you see Rain as well. There is a newfound resolve. You might have had a sense of resolve from Rain thus far in the adventure, but now that you see a newfound sense of like steel in her will, right? You recognize the difference now between what she displayed before, you think was more so resignation. Now you can tell a difference in her demeanor, and it is now actual resolve. So the sense that you're getting from these two now is that whatever agreement it is that they've come to, it's an agreement that they both think is going to be mutually beneficial. And indeed you believe them when they talk about how this agreement is all about the war against the Nameless King. So Rain, who has already stood, starts to, shamble away. She still looks exhausted.
I just
like you
grab
guys, she
her
hasn't been able to rest.
one arm before she leaves, and I just want to say, I'm sorry about earlier. I was afraid and I took it out on you. I'm sorry.
Friend, even the greatest among us have challenging moments. And it is my dearly held belief that you indeed may very well be the greatest among us. Even if it is not today, could be one day. Could prove me right.
Be safe.
Be daring. She goes to walk away, approaching the main entrance of the tavern with Baritax following closely
I'm gonna
behind.
slap him on the ass on the way out.
Is that Baritax on the ice? He turns around and goes, Miss Sullivan, please.
You love it.
And he looks back at Rain, who's walking away, looks back at you. He goes in for a kiss on you in return at this stage.
Me thinking I'm still got poison in my mouth. I'm all in. I'm all in.
And he leans back and he goes, well, I'm afraid it would have never worked out between us, Miss Sullivan. Best wishes. And he turns around and leaves the tavern.
Can we
with
say
Rain.
like he was like dipping me and like just dropped me and I just like fell onto the floor,
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like goes in for the dip, never would have worked. Drop.
Yeah, that one.
That's bad.
Except it's like it's not like a romantic drop, it's like a very unceremonial.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah, that's the one.
And yeah, crush. Horrifying, I imagine. And basically, Sully's lying there in a puddle right now, unable to, process what's happened. And then Rain kind of just nods to you with a nod of respect as she goes to leave. And she's gone. And Baritax is gone. I mean, the two of you alone in the tavern area, and the two of
I'm
you
just
downstairs.
gonna like be still lying down, but like sort of up on my elbows, thing like this, like I just poisoned him. It's fine. He will be dead in 2 weeks.
How?
I ate some of the flowers, and Owen gave me the poisonous petals.
The last word that Baritax said as he was walking away, minty.
Me hearing this from downstairs, and I'd like just take off some glasses.
Yeah, so we'll join in on
And
the conversation.
I just go back to the room. No, I'm like, no.
Okay.
Enough is
Someone
enough.
has to
And I'm
tell
gonna
me.
be cracking up on Owen's shoulder like no fucking
What's
way
wrong?
she just did that. That's hilarious.
The flowers is in.
The poisonous flowers we've been carrying.
Did you
around.
tried to kiss him, didn't you?
I did kiss him.
Oh, this is funny. That was the antidote, or at least part of the recipe. It wasn't the poison thing, as I
that's-
found out from Owen.
So I didn't just poison Baritax.
You just ate the petal for no reason and then made out with him.
Oh.
Shurunkar is coming here tomorrow.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Right. And we are destination fucked.
Right. So now that we've recapped that he's not indeed poisoned, he seems very sure that we will win against Shurunkar, and that scares me because we definitely will not.
Definitely will not.
Definitely will.
Definitely will not.
Can I have my little peek out into the courtyard, into the town? There is no more soldiers anymore.
None in sight, no.
They fled. Like,
When Rain mentioned that Baritax had said he'd sent away the militiamen patrolling,
right.
Looks like that's factually correct. There are no militiamen that you can see out in the courtyard.
Where
at
were
all.
we expecting to meet Shurunkar? Did he?
Noon tomorrow
But,
was
like,
the deadline
here?
that he gave Baritax.
Yeah, do we know
Where?
Hey?
Where?
Out in the docks.
Oh.
Yeah. The Vipora being the port city.
Should we head back to bed and
Yes, I do
perhaps
need
we
to
can
sleep.
discuss things over tomorrow morning?
Yeah, some rest would be good. Yes, it would be.
I'll
someone-
take the next watch. I'm a bit giddy, to be honest.
Kidding.
The rest of the night passes without incident.
Point of order.
Mm-hmm.
We're all sleeping. Am I on watch by myself?
Unless anybody wanted to share it.
I'm in a chair just staring at the fire for the night and like dozing off, but coming back like every now and then.
I'll be the first one to say I want to go to bed. Like, fuck this bit. It's been a long day. I'll sleep first, happily.
If you wanted to follow Crash's example of when you go to your post for watch, you could take the first watch out near the ladders or ladder and consider yourself as on your own. You know,
I'll
even
do
though
that
Owen
for
might
like
be-
a couple of hours,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go back and see if anyone's awake. And if I see Owen like dozing on the chair and whatnot, I'm just gonna like he's sitting on the chair. I'm just gonna like kneel down in front of him. I really did think that they were poisoned flowers. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You're forgiven. It was a mistake. You thought you had a plan. I think that is a lesson in how our communication should all be better.
Well, since you've already forgiven me, there's something else I should posit. You know that these 9 flowers are the only thing that are keeping Shurunkar alive right now.
I do.
Why do you still have them?
It's the only thing I have left.
I don't think that's true.
What do I have?
You have us. You have. This is probably going to make it worse. You have a half brother now. Maybe.
It's definitely not good news. It's fine. He has his quirks. I look at him loudly snoring over in the corner. Yeah.
I need to know if it comes down to it that you will do what needs to be done.
I will.
Good man. Now, I'm going to do something and I need you to keep it between us. And I'm going to go over to like sleeping Crash and try without waking him up to cast a remove curse on Crash while he's sleeping. I don't want him to know that I'm doing it.
Roll a stealth check for me with advantage for the subtle casting of remove.
Is there any way I can
curse.
help her?
You don't know what for you're like, you're killing.
Well, she's already got advantage. So
What did you say, stealth?
stealth? Yeah.
9.
I have a passive perception of 10.
But you're
You do.
asleep though.
And that's why Sully had advantage.
That's okay. Well, you know, he can. If you, there's just going to be a hand on you, and
Yeah.
you feel it or you don't feel it. I don't know.
What would somebody see, hear, and feel if they were to have remove curse cast? by
I'd
you?
say like where the bite is or whatever. I don't know where it is.
It's a mom.
Probably just like warmth and then nothing.
So you do come back into consciousness, during the casting of the spell, and there is a pleasant, rejuvenating, and healing warmth being administered to that bite mark of where the lycanthrope curse had been administered. And you look up and you see Sully there. She's the source of this healing magic, in a way.
I'm gonna pretend to keep being asleep.
Nice. Roll a deception.
Performance?
Deception or performance, your choice.
Performance. That is a 23.
I'll do it.
That's way beyond your passive
Yeah,
perception.
yeah, yeah.
So, all right. So actually, as far as you're concerned, yeah, sleeping Crash is none the wiser for what's happened.
I'm gonna go back to my little keep watch.
So your watch passes. Who was going to be after?
I'll go.
Nothing happens. Anything you wanted to do?
Just when I'm relieving Sully from the watch. Thank you. Thank you for showing me what I have. And if you look down, you'll notice I do not have the flowers on me. I put them in the fire and got rid of the last thing that could bring back Shurunkar.
You, sir, have just been awarded an inspiration for outstanding commitment to your character's values.
I'm going to make sure that that wasn't in vain. And, you know, technically I've still got one inside me.
It's Shurunkar just makes out with Baritax and stays alive, and that's how he wins. Like, fuck's sake. What have you done?
That's why he was so giddy.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I get to make out with Shurunkar. What the fuck?
Any mini downtime activities for Owen?
No, just chilling by himself.
Your watch also passes with that incident. You wake Xavier for final watch.
Brothers.
Right.
Any downtime stuff you want to do during your watch?
Yeah, is the kid still here? Like
Jacob.
Jacob.
He
He's
is,
still sleeping.
He's still sleeping like a rock.
He's sleeping, so I could like kill him if I wanted to.
You sure?
Yeah, I won't do that though. But
You sure?
You never know.
all right, I'll go upstairs. I'll kind of just. I want to be just looking around at the tavern that's like half scorched, right? Because I assume it's out by now. But it's like the foundations are still there, but most of the furniture and like the wood walls are a bit like a charred and stuff. Or is it all just rubble?
The structure itself is still sound. Looks like the roof largely survived. You know, the wooden beams and stuff haven't collapsed in or anything.
Right.
But it's just everything else inside it, you know, wrecked, and you don't need to rebuild it. The building could be refitted.
All right. I just want to start making a move on like what little I can. Obviously, one man just in the middle of the night, just taking some of the rubble and like chucking it to the center court where there's the rest of other rubble and bodies. So it's like, you know, just trying to clear it up one way or another because I hope.
Making space.
Yeah, make a space, clean it up a little, pay my respects, pay my dues.
Do you go so far as to grab a broom and start working on the soot?
Yes, I'm cleaning up as much as I can. My aim is maybe one day to restore the place back into its glory, but for now it's just the first start.
As I like slowly wake up and can hear him upstairs, I'm gonna go help him clear start sweeping and like don't say anything, just.
Yeah, and it would be silence. We're just kind of you understand that I'm a bit down about it, but you know, it's still good. Like, you know, we'll return to its thing. And however many minutes go by, and I'll be like, just turn and be like, it was a good kiss though.
Unfortunately, it was amazing.
Right, and then just chuckle to myself and go back to brooming.
So that the final watch, the long rest is completed. And all of the changes made and the restorative healing effects of a long rest and such, you know that the deadline is noon at the docks. That is when Shurunkar is either going to land and begin the very violent process of wiping everybody out in the island. The death knell has rung, but what Baritax and Rain have said is that y'all should be the ones to prevent Shurunkar from landing and beginning the process of killing everyone on the island. So at around about 4 o'clock in the morning, you've all functionally completed that long rest. So now is the time for planning and or action in terms of what you all want to do.
Before we kind of get into it, I'd like to wake up Jacob. And good morning.
He's semi-conscious, semi-cognizant, struggles to speak and whatnot, but he sees you and he knows you're there, and he's like, what happened?
You did it. You saved us.
Do what?
You saved the town. You saved your family, your friends. I'm gonna give him Lucian Albright's Lathander necklace. I'm gonna put it around his neck.
He's one of the Oathbound now.
Yep. And I'm gonna give him the Drow's blade, the short sword. I'm gonna say, the Dawnfather has you in his sights now. Now, you have one more very important task to do. Rest for the next hour or two if you need, then go. And everyone you see on the outside, convince them to get out of town. Get away from the coast, go somewhere safe. Any temple of Lathander will take you in.
Fight for you.
Fight for you.
Fight for you. Heroes.
Just gonna slap him on the shoulder. Then
And then his
put my
eyes
armor on.
kind of close and he begins to slumber again. You don't know if he's going to remember that part of the conversation when he wakes up again, but you see him holding onto the sword very tightly that you've handed to him.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna put my armor on and meet the guys upstairs. Yes.
With no more generals between you and Shurunkar, the importance of what comes next sits heavily on you all. So the floor is now open for discussion amongst yourselves about thoughts and plans.
I think this just might be your favorite time of the day.
I think so.
I think you need to go and loot houses and bring any potions you can. Healing men's, weapons, whatever you can find. We need to use what we have right now.
Well, do we want to do this on our own, or do we want friends? Because I might be able to
Do you
find...
have friends? I mean, other than us.
I have my reputation in this town, and I reckon one way or another I might be able to get some numbers to help us
that's
out, all that are willing.
very
But I also can do that too. I'm not opposed to that.
If you can get numbers, that would be
Alright.
glorious.
Well, look, I tell you what, you guys figure out amongst yourselves what you're doing here. I don't have much time. I will gather up as many people as I can that are willing to fight. And stand
I'll
up to
go
this
looting,
bastard.
and you can gather people.
All right, I'll get the numbers, use scavenge, get supplies, figure out what you two are doing, and I'm gonna kind of just swiftly make my way off into a
You've only got a
direction
couple
where
of
I know
hours,
they would
okay?
be.
Meet us back here.
Yeah, I'll be back here.
What's the time now?
Shortly after about 4 in the
4
morning.
a.m.
We'll we meet back here at 6, I guess, town
Oh,
square at 6.
so what time, as in
A
AM?
couple hours.
Yeah. 2
6
hours.
a.m.
2 hours to go do your thing.
I might need a bit more time than that. I might need a bit
7,
more
all right? 3 hours?
I will be here
Just
back.
don't be late,
Okay, I'll be
okay?
back here as soon as possible. That's all I can say.
All right. So you're looking for the people?
Yeah, do you want me to explain?
You're looking for the goods?
Yes, but I also want to make my way to a body of water.
Okay.
Since we're in a port town, I imagine that's not too far away.
You could absolutely look to go to like the docks,
Yeah.
the wharfs and whatnot.
Yep.
Are you trying to sneak there?
No, but... No. I'm not trying to think. Oh, wait, like, are there guards and shit around?
I mean, as you leave the tavern,
Yeah.
reasonably think that might be a very real concern, being seen by people that you may not want to be seen by.
I guess I'll be sneaky then. Actually, I'm gonna disguise myself as one of the guards. And just
Love
walk
it.
around. Yep.
Owen, anything that you might have in mind to do?
Should probably want to scope out the docklands as well, and the area around that.
Gotcha. So a pure scouting run from you.
Yep.
Gotcha. Crash, anything you want to do?
I'd like to ritualistically cast Detect Magic and just walk around the town square, and whether it's shop fronts, whether it's places which look a bit run-in, I want to basically, if I've got a couple of hours, I want to give a scope, and every time I see a little magic blip, I want to suss it out.
Gotcha. All right. First up, Xavier. So you have gone to where you believe the people can be found. So
Yeah. Well, there's two groups of people that I'm trying to like scope out
Yep.
and stuff. So do you want me to take that now or just...
yeah, please do. Yeah.
Well, there is the vault key, which is very prevalent in the city. If not, this is the base of it. Given that the vault key are made up of a bunch of misfits in that, maybe one way or another, I want to inspire them to come and fight alongside us. So we actually have some proper trained thieves or mercenaries, or literally anyone that could be of any use. And then just on top of that, any locals that are fit to fight, that would want to offer themselves to help aid us, as well as some of the Crash was also leading on to for the people that aren't up to the fight, to warn them and pretty much tell them to flee if you can, because there will be a fight that's coming.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's easy enough for you to find where the crowd that got evacuated from the Double Huntsman went. When you get to the entrance of the sewers that they went to, all you got to do is follow through these almost dry sewers, the disgusting, dirty footprints left in there by people that have stamped through. But you find them where they've all huddled together. They haven't really been able to light a fire down here or anything, but... Right. And as you approach, do you approach with like a torch on or any kind of light source?
Yeah, I'll just have a torch. I'll be roaming with a torch, yeah.
So they see you coming from the light of the torch coming down, and a couple of people had stood and looked as if they were getting ready to potentially defend themselves because they didn't know who was coming. But as you come around the corner of one of these sewage tunnels and you become visible to them, you see recognition come across their faces as they see who it is. Immediately they're all at ease again. Some of the people ask, what happened after we left?
We did it. We managed to take care of the issue. We should be safe for now, as far as I'm concerned. The guards that are working underneath them have gone elsewhere. I don't know to what extent they've gone to, but they are not, well, nearby, should I say, enough to cause an issue. But we need to get you out of the sewers and get y'all some food for the time being.
They're 100% behind the idea of it.
Yeah,
So
did
you want to straight away bring them back up to street
Pretty
level
much. Just, they're huddled in a dark corner of the sewers. Let's get them up. Let's give them some food. And so I'll lead them out of the sewers, I presume, to...
You could take them to
more
where
library.
there's a local, what used to be a local bakehouse, right?
Yeah.
It's a place that is not as busy and thriving as it had been in days gone by. But there are several loaves of bread that are still on shelves there that are not quite mouldy yet, maybe a bit stale. Yeah, you'd be able to feed the people based on the bread, the loaves of bread that you find in there and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they all seem to start perking up a little bit and looking a bit more robust as a result of having food.
So as they're kind of eating the food, I want to play on my fiddle as the bard. And just calm, soothing music, just like background music for everyone while they're eating, sort of thing. But when it comes to the end of everyone eating, as I can tell, is the bread kind of as it's digesting in their bellies and stuff, I kind of cut it off and I stand on top of one of the tables in front of everyone. All right, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. I have some uncomfortable news. It's not the end of our fight here. In fact, it's only going to get worse. Now, I know most of you are not fit to fight, and we do not have a lot of time, but evil is going to be at our port come dawn, and we need as much help as we can get. Now, I understand y'all are not too well and too fit here, but what I need from everyone here is to spread the word for the people that can fight, to stand up with us and stand up with my friends and meet us outside the ports as soon as they possibly can. And all the people that can't fend for themselves, take refuge, flee the city if you need to do whatever you can to get yourself safe. But we need all hands on deck here, otherwise this might be the last fight that any of us get to partake in.
In response to that, a little old woman stands up and expresses the first voice of disagreement. And she points at she points at her son, who is the man that had his leg cut off and fed to the werebear.
The one that we saved, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
And she cries out, "Last time that we stood up to fight, look what they did to my boy. Why can you ask us to fight again?"
This time is different, my lady, I assure you. We have standing next to us some of the greatest fighters this land's ever seen. This will not be a...
That's true, I saw an angel amongst them.
Yeah, that is true. We do have an angel.
There was one of them that was throwing ice bolts and shit.
And then in a transition of what they're saying, I'm actually going to start breaking out like a. Given my I now have a level 3 bard thing. I have the College of Glamour, which is great at telling amazing stories. Specifically, actually, is what that was as well. I'm going to break out in song and sing a courageous tale that inspires hope and courage and bravery amongst the people here in the tavern. Going in detail about the epic adventures that we've had along our way, and all the amazing, cool firebolts and ice spells and everything in between. About these amazing heroes, and so it's not just a normal petty fight in the street, and there is hope, and that we need to band together more than ever in order to overcome our greatest challenge that the island has faced. So,
All right.
Yeah,
Roll a performance check
watch me now won this bitch.
I know,
I swear to God.
Come
with
on,
advantage.
Yes, come on. If I okay, all right, cool.
Come on, baby.
8. Please. 19. All right, 19 with a.
That's very good.
Sorry, it was performance, right?
It was performance.
I'm gonna hit him with a 28 on that one.
Oh,
alright?
shit.
Yeah, it's a +9 performance,
Even
right?
Why were you
Stress.
I'm
Damn.
going to come back to you in a few moments.
Lovely.
If you want to go ahead and take a few minutes to ignore what all these people are about to go through, maybe think about if you can put together a little song that you want to sing for the camera. You don't know if you can't come up with anything, that's totally fine. But we will come back to you for the results later on. Now, Crash.
Dude, that was a very good scene, man.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you.
very good.
I wish I could say, Crash, that you have an opportunity for an equally epic scene, but there is absolutely nothing magical left in the city as you search around.
Didn't have to roll for it.
Even if you were to roll the most amazing investigation check right now, all you would find left remaining are tattered fabrics and decrepit garden tools. Now, it seems like everything else of use or of value appears to have been largely ransacked and co-opted by the Cardunian militiamen. So the search for anything magical in the area over a couple of hours is fruitless, and you probably realise pretty quickly, like within the first 30 minutes, that your odds of finding anything like that are probably pretty slim. So would you continue trying, or would you do anything else over the last 90 or 60 minutes or so?
I think I would probably do it until the sun started to rise, and then I think I'd just lay down in prayer for half an hour or so and try and speak to Lysander.
Cool, all right. Sully said that the first thing that you were going to attempt to do was to loot, find things of use and such.
Just
right?
on my way to the dock, I reckon.
Cool.
Also, this is my town where I grew up, so I would know where, the magic shops and stuff are. Yeah, it is.
Nice. Roll for me, please, an investigation check. And yeah, you got history, advantage.
Nice.
Investigation is +2. 15.
Nice. You do come across, it's not a full alchemist store, but you come across some market stalls. Within these stalls, you find one in particular that seems to have a scattering of various alchemical components. From your knowledge, you have a basic understanding of how some things are made, including healing potions. And you think that from these disregarded and abandoned ingredients in one of these closed up market stalls, you may be able to make 2 basic healing potions and a single flask of alchemist's fire.
Cool. I'm also just going to say that on my way to the docks, I'm going to walk past my old house and my neighborhood, and I'm not going to go into anything. I'm just...
As you walk past your childhood home, the doors are closed, the windows are largely covered up by curtains or drapes on the other side. On the top floor, you see for a moment the flickering of candlelight in between the curtains from the upstairs window. You may take comfort in that, in knowing that your parents still reside within that home.
Fair enough. I can keep going.
So you get to the docks,
Yes.
along with Owen. We'll say that you guys tagged along, arrived there at roughly the same time.
Hello.
I will get you to roll for me perception checks, please.
Both of us? Oh no.
My passive perception is 15 if I get lower.
Unfortunately, passive perception is for my use only.
Oh.
5.
When you're actively trying to do stuff, it's always the roll.
Little tiny
Okay,
5.
cool. Yeah, no, I got 11.
Sullivan?
5.
All right. It's hard for you to make out numbers or anything like that, or finer details, because the position that you guys take for a vantage point is like an elevated street side almost, that crests above where the docks are below, right? So you look out across and you can see the wharfs and everything below, and then much further beyond, so a few 100 feet away at least, as the sun is now beginning to creep up over the horizon. You see a number of boats with a number of figures on them. You can't tell what they are. Look like they might be humanoid. A bunch of humanoid things in those boats are moving towards the docks. And much further out in the water, a much, much larger ship. Being up against the backdrop of the rising sun, all you can see is a silhouette and are unable to really make out any details from it as a result. But you're not able to get much more out of it than that with those perception checks. Yep. But you do think that there's a deployment happening on the docks.
Awesome.
Cool.
So do you guys head back to...
I want to talk to Goran.
My God.
Oh, yeah.
My GM.
Nice, nice. So you would like to look to get down to waterside, yeah?
Well, I just need to be where water is, yeah. I do, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Stealth or disguise or...
I'll still be in my guard. Are there people wearing guard gear wandering around? Or
Can't
what are they
quite
wearing?
tell from upstairs where you are right now, like this big street side over the docks below.
When I can see someone,
I will say that you didn't see anybody else in the streets
Okay, cool.
when you walked through.
It's still full black, like pitch dark.
No,
Rising
the
sun,
sun
baby.
is beginning the sun's beginning to crest up through the water.
yeah, when I stealth out what other people wearing, I'll just disguise to be like similar
Gotcha.
garb.
I'll let you choose in terms of how you get past them, if it's deception or performance.
Probably perform. Wait, yeah, what am I?
Deception.
Yeah, actually they're both +5, so
Well, they're not +6 now because.
no.
Wait, that's your old one though.
18 +5.
23.
All right, love it.
No, it's +6 because your proficiency is now +3 instead of +2, and that happens when you're proficient in it.
24, even better.
Okay, yeah.
As you begin to walk down the winding street to get onto water level, like the dockside, you do indeed pass a single squad of 5 militiamen. All you get from them is a nod of acknowledgement as they go past, and you are in the clear.
I kissed one of them. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Keep going.
So you can totally get down to waterside now. In terms of the environment here, there's the constructed docks with the wooden piers and jetties that are extending out from the that street side kind of dock area, right? Or you could walk for an extra 20 minutes or so.
Nah.
And walk over to where there's more privacy, I suppose. Or you could just go straight to
I'm just going to do it right there.
where all the other people that might be on the docks can see you.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Nah, I'll
Yep.
well, I don't want to take 20 minutes. Do I have 20 minutes?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's only like about 6 a.m. in the morning right now.
All right, I'll take 20 minutes.
Gotcha. That'll remove any opportunity for anyone to see what you're doing.
Okay.
So you get to do this in complete privacy.
Okay, cool.
You are looking to summon your patron.
Correct.
And as you get to where you want to be, you face the gently rolling waves that are cresting the
put my
stone
feet in.
pebbles of this part of the beach.
Put my feet in the water.
As you say the incantation that you know will bring your patron's attention to you,
homies.
The water, a distension of the water that rises as if it's like a cresting wave, but the water never falls off until it eventually becomes like a 12-foot tall, bulbous, large figure with a massive belly and a bunch of tentacles instead of legs. And he looks down at you with the face of sort of a frog, but also sort of a fish, and his massive golden trident in one hand. And he looks down and he says, "Hello, friend. It's so good to see you again."
Always good to see you, Goran. Sorry to have summoned you again so soon. About, the extra pact we spoke of. Remind me again what I'm agreeing to.
If you will continue the pact, it means that our contract will continue until you either expire or once you have freed our remaining elemental scion family, held captive and prisoner of that foul tyrant, the nameless king in Kardun.
Right, well, I think we need all the power I can get right now, so yes, I'm still in. I agree.
Wonderful. Please, Miss Sullivan, take my hand. It's like wet and slimy, and it envelops you like all the way up to the elbow. The hand is huge, and then he says, "One moment. Can you hear me, doll?" You hear a very, very distant rumbling, and as that happens, there is a slight vibration that you feel in the sand and the pebbles beneath your feet. And you feel a new sense of strength and magical power that begins to envelop you from the earth beneath your feet, and you begin to feel the power of the earth itself suffusing you and your magics. As a result, you now know those additional spells that will be granted to you for having the Tao as one of your patrons. You now have both the earth and the aquatic spells from these warlock patrons now. The lingering promise of more power to come in the future if you are successful in freeing the other elemental scions.
I'm just thinking, because when she made the pact, she had brown eyes, and when she made the pact with this guy, she got blue eyes. So I want to think about something maybe aesthetically that can happen when she...
One
But
of each.
I'll
have
have that.
the mix.
Yeah. But I also want to say something else to Goran.
After you feel that all that magic seep in, he lets go and he steps back and he looks like he's about to say something. He's got a big, happy, grateful smile on his face, but you could speak first if you want.
Also, you are so powerful. Any chance for a typhoon in about 6 hours?
What do you...
I mean,
maybe.
water and waves and making it really choppy out
It's
here.
It's a little bit out of season, my friend. What?
That's okay. You can do it. I believe in you.
What for and why and where?
Well, Shurunkar's on the way. You know him.
You might need to refresh me.
Well, he's a general of the Nameless King.
That bastard.
Exactly.
Where is this Shurunkar?
He's on the water right now. There's a warship over there. We're going to fight him at
That
noon.
warship?
That's the one.
Pretty big warship.
You can do it.
You want me to do something about the boat?
Just anything you can do to help would be amazing.
When do you want this to happen?
Noon, say, perhaps?
When the
11?
sun is at its highest?
Yes, just before.
Will you be there?
I'll be there
Do I
fighting.
need to be careful of you?
Well, maybe just not onto the docks, but the water in itself is fine. I'm not going to be out on the water.
I will watch for you, and I will know when to do it, and I will try to do what I can to help.
Thank you so much, friend.
Do you want to ride back to the
Really?
docks?
Yes.
He points down at the at a part of the water that you're currently standing in, and he just says, "Step there, please." And as you take your foot up out of the water and step onto this other part of the beach side, the water is solid, and you stand on it. It's like a disc of solid water
Like
that is on
that?
top of the surface, and then it begins to move with you on it.
That's so cool.
You don't need to worry about keeping your balance or
cool.
anything.
That's right.
There's no,
I just
center
enjoy
of
it.
gravity issues here.
Silver Surfer.
But yeah, you totally like are able to silver surf your
Yeah,
way
yeah,
all the
yeah.
way, and it takes you back to the dock side,
Love.
deposits you on the
Hell yeah.
on the docks again,
So cool.
and you're able to mosey your way back up to Owen.
I feel like I just nod at you and keep going.
Yeah, I like, I'm watching out for it. I just see her in the
Yeah,
water and I'm like, okay.
All right, Xavier, how's the composition going?
I think I might be cooking, but I also might embarrass myself. Very big time here.
No such thing,
All
bro.
right, this is a kind of all right.
This is where we either gain or lose a fuck ton of subscribers.
Yeah, all right. Look, I hope this show goes very well, and we get lots of viewership and lots of people with something lovely to take out of it. But if it all goes to shit and nobody sees this, then it might work out in my favor after this next segment. Okay. All right, so I'm on the table. This has all come full circle back to me right now, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, all right. All right.
Kind of wish we had a background track.
Yeah, so do
We'll
I.
add that in post. As
I
they
was
say.
gonna say I should probably add it, but then I don't want to get copyright strike.
Yeah.
What we're trying to do. We're trying when
If
we're
you
working off
start
the
rapping,
family.
I'm just...
Exactly. Oh yeah. All right. Once a humble bard graced a ride along, with crash of solo, along came this song. From when the white angel fought a foul-tongued witch, her army of plants and their branches they trembled. Then Sully joined the team with masterful deceit, and teamed up with Owen, may he never bleed. Then the dragon horde took a bite of me. I jumped off his ship and I fled to the east. Spread the word, he said, but he had been deceived. I took out my daggers and joined this mighty team. Join the fight with your heroes, oh town of plenty, oh town of plenty, oh, oh, oh. Join the fight with your heroes, oh town of plenty, oh town of plenty. Yeah, and then it keeps going, and then the song gets way cooler.
By
from
the
then
second
on.
verse, they're singing along.
Yeah, they're into it. Like,
There's a hoedown going right now.
yeah, like,
but,
this is just the.
That was
start,
phenomenal.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. 28, like, come on.
You have certainly swung this
so
crowd to your favour.
The guy with one leg hopping around.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's like, yeah, fuck this.
Although most of the people that are here are not people that are going to be able to be of any assistance to you in any real functional way, there are a number of them that do say, like, listen, hey, if you're waging war against the half dragon that's out in the water, some of us are fishermen, and we have boats, and if you need to get out there, we'd be happy to tilly those boats and get you out there on to where you got to be.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful plan. We'll take anything.
The four
we
of
can get
us,
at
and
this
then
point.
there's four of them
Right.
there that are willing to join you, follow along, and cruise some little dinghies to get you across the water to where you got to be.
Lovely. Spread the word, people. Do what you can. Take refuge if you need, but stand and fight if you will. Otherwise, we need all the help we can get. Thank you, people. I wish you best in these in the next coming days.
Oh my god.
For Quadora!
For Quadora, for Vander,
Freedom!
for freedom.
And then, so most of them disperse through the
Yeah.
streets and go to find
the word.
whatever people they can find.
Yeah.
And those four other particular villages, a bunch of fishermen that are the ones willing to take those boats out for you.
Yeah.
So those four will be following you around in particular.
Perfect. I'll lead them back to the docks.
So you all then gather together again shortly after sunrise. So the sun is now up and over the horizon now, and you all come together back at the courtyard in front of the Double Huntsman. Sully, have you made any decisions about the eye colour or
I didn't even think about
any
it.
difference yet?
It's yeah. Maybe she's got like a grey streak in her hair or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got a grey streak in her hair.
But it looks good. It's very, very chic and stylish. Yeah. So you all notice that about
But
Sully.
I don't know yet.
No, you
I
don't.
haven't seen it.
Okay, fair enough. You guys sure do. Does anybody make a comment about it?
Yeah, you look good, so.
What'd you do with your hair?
What are they talking about?
Got a white
Oh my god!
If you rush to a nearby window,
Yeah.
one of the boarded up ones, so it's easy for you to see your reflection, you see the white stripe.
I don't mind it. Looks good.
Adds an additional air of sophistication in a way.
I take it you don't know where you got that from?
Well, I'm
then,
pretty
or-
sure I can deduce I accepted the other pact of the Tao.
The Pact.
You got a new job.
Well, yes.
Congratulations.
Well, I already had his pact.
Okay, but how does that help us right now? I'm here rallying up the whole town, and you're getting your hair done by some Dao. It's just the Daos around the village right now.
You notice that there are 4 fishermen hanging around in Xavier's shadow for some reason.
Exactly.
Well, I've got some more power than I did before. I suppose I would say that's pretty helpful, Xavier.
Okay.
You've got 4 fishermen which are going to catch some dinner for us.
These lovely gentlemen have helped us. They're giving us passage through the waters, so it might make it a bit easier for us to navigate through the waters as Baritax comes on his ship or whatever the hell he's doing. And we got a whole lot more people out there helping us as we speak.
Oh yeah, where are they then?
Oh, they'll be here. Don't you worry about that.
Good to see we're back where we started.
How,
I'll start singing the song again to get it prepped, yeah.
But yeah, time, unless there's anything else that you all wanted to do at this meeting point in the town square.
Yeah. I've seen people
I'd
gather around.
like to just pull Sul aside as well and be like, how do you feel?
Good. Do you think my hair looks stupid?
It looks good.
I don't think Xavier liked it very much.
I feel good.
I'm glad you feel good.
I know what you did last night. And
We all know I kissed Baritax, so we have to keep bringing it up.
it's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to show my arm and it's going to not be as gnarly as before.
I thought you were sleeping.
Oh yeah. I really appreciate it.
That's okay, that one's on me. You owe me one now.
Guess we're keeping score.
We are.
While they're having that conversation on the way back, and kind of the reason I didn't notice the hair thing before, they brought it up as I was collecting flowers on the way back, and I want to be making my own little doll to put at the side, and like just as a remembrance to them, but also if it comes down to it, it could be a good decoy.
Love it.
That's right.
I'll make a special mental note of that, of the decoy doll.
Nice.
Is it something that you're going to be putting particular care into because you want to keep it as a new memento or reminder of the dearly departed?
Yeah, like put a lot of effort into it just because it's like still to like honor my daughter and wife, but also, yeah, I want it to look close enough to the original.
Cool. So you wouldn't be able to find an exact color match because the flowers are so rare. You can get pretty close with like a sky blue kind of flower, almost like daffodils, but sky blue color.
Nice.
You think that you remember well enough how the doll was knotted together through the stems to recreate it. You do a pretty good job.
Oh yeah.
So Owen shows up with a new flower doll adorning his belt in place of the other one. Following on from that, the march to the docks as you go is around about half an hour away from the town square. And by the time you get there, it is just a bit after 7 o'clock or so in the morning. So it is proper morning now. The sun has worked its way up to be completely above the horizon. Do you take the path that is directly down to the docks at water level, or are people gathering at that street that is in that area, like that hill above the docks, where you can see out over the water entirely?
Where are most people gathered?
If if you were to tell the average person of Vipora to meet you at the docks, you think they would go down waterside?
Yeah. Okay. I'll go to waterside to be with the people.
Gotcha.
If it were assuming that they're there.
Get it later.
Everybody sticking with Xavier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've rallied some people here. These fishermen folk are going to help us, but as far as I'm concerned, most people that will be able to fight will meet us down at the dock. So that's where I'm going to head next, and we can come up with a plan and best to approach this situation with the numbers that we have.
I feel like Crash should be on the front line.
Yeah.
All right. So the group heads down to waterside, and as you approach through the streets that turn into the waterside wharfs and piers of this area, you look out, and what you see is a little bit different to what the two of you had seen earlier. In the bright light of day now, it's a bit easier to see everything. So you do notice, first thing is that the two boats that you had seen approaching before have deployed the people that had been on them from the warship beyond. Except it's not really people. There are two full squads of kobold soldiers that have been deployed onto the jetties on the side of the docks. And these ones look quite a bit better equipped than the other kobolds that you have seen. And there are a couple of kobolds there as well that are clearly outfitted as they have ranks that are clearly beyond the others. So there's a more effective military structure to these, what must be elite kobold soldiers. At least two squads of them that are lined up in at the docks right now, waiting for further orders.
There's things down there. Is that you're doing? What?
No.
Okay, what are they doing here? Are they with Baritax? Wait, no, sorry, Shurunkar? That's the one. Yeah.
That is
They
the
are
assumption
the
I would
opposing
make.
force.
Right. Okay. All right.
Another thing as well, this is reasonably common knowledge in the world of Quadora and Cardoon, I believe, is that kobolds are a draconic creature.
Yeah.
As in from the lineage of dragons. So it would not surprise you to see kobolds in the service of someone like Shurunkar.
Yeah, figured. I didn't know if that's what she had done with the little whatever was going on.
Oh yeah, you weren't paying attention.
Yeah, no, I was not at all. So I was like, I figured, you got reinforcements, so I guess I'll fuck myself.
Looking beyond those kobolds on the docks, out in the water now in full daylight, you are able to see the warship that floats, waiting with a sinister air about it for the final battle for Quadora Isle. Constructed from the hardiest of woods and framed by the bones of its vanquished enemies, and adorned with sails that appear to be constructed. Constructed from the harvested flesh of its enemies.
That's dope as hell.
Dragon wings.
We're gonna sink that shit.
The flesh of its harvested enemies certainly constructed the sails. And,
that is so gnarly.
Holy shit.
as you can see, looking out towards the docks to gauge the scope of his enemies, floating, flapping in midair by the boat, is the visage of the brutal Shurunkar. Awaiting the final battle.
He's huge.
For Quadora Isle.
Mid-air battle.
So things are about to kick off on the next episode of Roll or Die.
Wow.
You have all gathered yourselves to take that final last giant heroic step of saving Quaglora Isle.
We actually can't hang out here too long because I'm gonna die here.
They covered ground so much quicker than I thought they would.
We could just skip this whole thing and just go,
Just go back.
just go to the ship.
Let's just go home, guys.
This army of people floods onto the docks.
For Vipora!
Wings are out. 60 feet in the air. I'm just gonna drop him.
You see something at the same time as hearing it.
We need to get the people back to the island. Get off this dock.
The water begins to shift as a maelstrom begins to form. A very special thank you to the friend of the show, John's brother, who painted this wonderful boat. He did all the painting on this wonderful warship.
Oh my
and
God.
thank you to other friend of the show, Orit, who did the 3D printing.
Guys,
for this boat
that
for
is
us,
so cool.
which is
man.
a feature that we're incredibly proud of.
Yeah.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
I don't know what I was expecting, but that exceeded all expectations.
Yeah.
So good on you guys.
Well done,
That's
man.
crazy.
So I guess we're not waiting for it to come to shore then.
Yeah.
Episode 10 is over.